Hey, it's Joe with Amalgam, and today we're going to dive into creating journal entries using Amalgam for Sage Intacct. So I've got a little template I've already set up for us. I'll walk us through it and kind of show the different functionalities within Sage Intacct. So first thing is I've got a tab here of bank data. It's just raw data. The journal entry may not make a ton of sense, but I just pulled it from the first 6 months of 2025. And so I've got this raw data, and then I also used our standard 10 fields on the left to just populate some open information. So I standardized the date, so I got it kind of at month end, so I can group my journal entries into month. And then I also categorized the individual transactions based on the actual the general ledger chart of accounts. So this is kind of my raw data. And then I've got it all here. And then what I'm doing with it is I'm actually pivoting this data into a form. So I can say I've got my month, January 31st, which is that month category here. And then I'm pulling in the category or the GL chart of account item. And then I have my amount here. And then what I'm doing is I've loaded my Intacct journal entry template, and I've created formulas that just populate the templated here. So I've got a formula that's just pulling in column A or A5 as the top one. So you can see here A5 and sort of goes through, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm pulling the amount. So if it's less than zero, greater than zero, debit and credit, I'm pulling in the account item. I've got a little bit of a membo, which is a free form. And then what's important for Intacct here are these columns over to the right: location, department, journal type, class. One thing to really note is that depending on how you have your Sage Intacct account set up, certain accounts might be required to have a certain class or department. I'll go through maybe an example error of that just after we make a load, but you can see here that these are all populated, and I kind of just like prepped us before starting the video. So I've got all this information here. If I want to upload, I would select the upload here, and then let me go and just do it for all of them. And then you'll see there's a transaction number, reference number. Transaction number is going to be the number that is created within the actual transaction within Sage. And then reference number is just something that you can put in yourself. So if I want this to be hello one, that can be for this journal entry, and that will show up in Sage Intacct too. And then this can be hello two, kind of whatever. You can also leave it blank if you want as well. So this is all populated. This template's ready to go. All I need to do is just hit the sync button. If I hit sync, go ahead, it'll do its checks, see if I have any errors in here. I'm feeling good about it, that it should roll through, and then it should populate there for us. Okay, you can see now all of them are synced. I've got my success measure here, and then you can see the transaction number has also populated for us. So that's been populated as well. So there you go. We've just loaded journal entries using Sage Intacct. The one thing I'll show you that I mentioned before, like let's say department isn't conducive. So I think if I put like the IT department, it doesn't like that. So if I switch that to IT and then I come here and I want to upload again, I will select the upload. And if I hit sync, and again, you're only going to upload one of them, this is the one I've told. The ones that are all synced aren't going to be touched. And so we'll see if we get an error. So there we go. We got an error. And basically how the Sage Intacct is set up is that the 500 account is not conducive, or 500 department isn't conducive to the account numbers. And that's just a setting that you would set up in Sage. And so Amalgam inherits that and follows through. And same thing goes for these other ones. The class might be limited. Journal type, you can see you've got all different types of journals. I just happen to choose the general journal. And there we go. That's how to create a journal entries using Sage Intacct with Amalgam.